Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday. Wow, I can't believe it's July 31st, 2020. It's amazing to me. So here we are, end of the day. I don't even have to worry about the time. You came back today. I was amazed in the Dow and some of the other indices. This market made its high early on, went down for a low, and I think what got into the marketplace was, number one, evening up end of the month. That was early on. Then seeing the TikTok got a strong bid out of Microsoft, that probably set the market off. You had another good, solid close in the metals. We can say goodbye to August gold now. I'm not going to follow it anymore. I'm going to move to the December. For the gold-silver ratio, go Dece going down the road too. On the energies, well, you've got to move to the October crude. September's bye-bye, now you're in Oct. It's so crazy that in July you have expiration of the September contract of Brent, but that's how they set it up. Meat markets stabilizing as traders are talking more and more. Is China going to step now to the table the second part of this year? For China and the end of the selling season in South America, from August on is when we see a lot of purchases in the U.S. We'll see if they meet what they're going to do. But this is all about gold. And as you can see for gold, for the month, and this is the close of the month, $162 higher, a 9% gain. What can you say? That's very good action. Now the market closed just slightly over, or did it? If you take a look at the close here, 1962.80, it's way up here. It opened over the upper Bollinger Band, but it settled way above it. Remember this, markets don't stay out of Bollinger Bands all that often. 5% of the time. It's been riding it, and those times where it tried to stay over it, it fell back. So be on the lookout that you could get a pullback at any point for any reason. The old high of 1756.30, history. The market is long gone to the upside. 2000, the next target traders will be talking about. It's a big even number, a number that'll get press galore. So keep that in the back of your mind. I think we could all look and say that this action here, specifically right here, this whole range, triple top number, once it got through that as a chartist, the market started climbing. I don't think a lot of people thought it was going to do just what it did, but it launched itself. There's nothing short of saying that word launch. The pattern, higher lows, higher highs, bullish. You'd have to take out 1791.10 to break this particular bull pattern, and that'd be a heck of a break. That'd be, what, $150 or so an ounce. Is it even that? It's actually 1891, yeah, $170 an ounce. On the weekly chart, what's going to happen here is this 18-week moving average of closes in red is going to go up and challenge that number. It's going to do it very quickly. And that's because you're going to drop data back here on an 18-day closing basis. And with the launch, it's going to kick it up like that. Just the simple math of how that's going to work. Again, you're up and over the upper Bollinger Band. History shows you don't stay over it that long. So would I be telling my clients to buy over a Bollinger Band? Let me use this in the nicest way I know how. Never. Simple enough. That does not mean I'm bearish. I'll wait for a better situation. Here's my philosophy on gold, silver, copper, any metal. If you can't get it on the terms you want, you don't get it. There's always another train, airplane, bus. That's why it's called a schedule. There's a schedule of trading. When the market doesn't meet my criteria, I look for something else. Who's to say I can't trade in other markets? But, and I know a lot of you only want to trade gold and the like, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. But if you then all you should do is be a buyer and hold on to it, because all the other stuff to you is noise. When you take a look at the slow stochastic, momentum up. So in summary, trend up, bias up, momentum up, but ahead of itself in terms of 2 weeks outside of the upper Bollinger Band, and that's what I look at to a degree. When I look at the gold-silver ratio, need I tell you how this has collapsed on you on a weekly basis? And Actually, it's done there since that 125 level. It's all the way back and given back a third of it. That tells me silver's got to be strong, and it is. You've had a pattern of higher lows, higher highs. It's the past 2 weeks, just like in gold, that the market got something under it and it just took off to the upside. Now, at some point, you're going to get consolidation in these markets. That's inevitably what happens. How high it wants to go, I don't know. Anything near 30 is going to look very high to me in the silver market at this time. Copper market, doing what I thought it would do. It's either keep going to the $3 a pound area, and it's pretty close to it, right through there, or you consolidate these gains. It's consolidating the gains. Is the trend still up? Longer term, it absolutely is. You have higher lows and higher highs. We know copper is fighting COVID-19. Every time you're reading the headlines around the world, they're thinking of shut-ins, they're doing more of this, more of that. That's a negative for the copper market. The positive is you got to keep your eye that are the factories being shut down. If the factories aren't, but it's the restaurants and the bars, got to go swimming through that data and understand the difference. Durable goods, they're selling them. In Chicago, we have a major place called ABT, and it sells all the appliances, probably the biggest in the Midwest, maybe the country, one of them. I am telling you, the lines in this place, and it's huge, it's 2 city blocks, it's huge. They don't just sell stoves or refrigerators, they build settings for them. So you get to see how everything's going to look, and they don't have a couple of stoves out, they'll have 150 stoves out. It's a whole day event, but we have friends that work there, and they tell us, first of all, the sales numbers are over the top. So I mention this because of copper. There's a lot of copper in all these appliances, and people are redoing their homes. The world has changed with COVID. You don't go out as much, but you do more things at your house than you've ever done, and you redo your homes. You redo things, air conditioning systems, whatever it is. It all gets redone, so I don't think this is very much in the bear camp. In the platinum market, you hit the upper Bollinger Band, you got back into it. Typical classic action, still bullish. Higher lows, higher highs, momentum still up, hasn't turned down. Support, well, if you broke down further, I'd look at the 855 area, the 100-week average of closes is strong support. Since the market fought at it on the way up, on the way down, it should be support. In the dollar index, wow. For the week, down 1%, but what a phenomenal break this has been. I mean, over the top to the downside, but you're getting overdone. You're 2 weeks in a row under the lower band. On rallies, I'll feel better looking at the short side than chasing the market down to those numbers. This is how by the way, my data looks, and I keep it on all my charting software. Now, in the mornings, typically, this has been a rough week for me. I'm still recovering from a foot operation. You can see I'm walking and I'm doing a heck of a lot better, but it hurts. And to make a long story short, I missed being exactly at 5:40 in the morning when I like to record this week. I'll get on it. But each morning I start you off with my trade ideas. I've already read what's going on in Asia, Europe, and I know the American reports coming out in the morning, and I bring it all to you. I tell you what's going on and all that. Why? Because we're looking to see, is there opportunity? I'm going to discuss fundamentals with you, a lot of technical analysis, and specific, right? Very specific. Get in here, get out here, stop, profit, objective. The charts will be jet black background with more studies than you see here and a heck of a lot more information. I cover everything in this exact sequence. There'll be a slide bar. Pull it. You want to get to the metals? Just drop it on metals. It'll play like that. As part of the subscription as well, what I do now is I'm going to include for all these my weekend subscriber video. So on those, it's a longer term picture of what's going on. So how do you get this? Just go to our website, www.iraepstein.com, under the word research, $7.95. Almost the price of a Starbucks Grande, right? Think about it. I'm talking one of their mixed drinks, not the liquor ones, obviously. Can you beat that 30 days? Come on, give it a try. Even the longer term charts and chart analysis there, and I'll have that out for you either later today, Friday, or first thing on Saturday. That's my goal today. I'm Ira. You have a good day.